Good morning. Today I just want to talk a little bit about setting goals and not making excuses. Now, I think when people set goals, they kind of tend to set multiple goals at once. I think you're setting yourself up for failure a little bit if you do that. If you set one attainable goal and you set out to accomplish that goal, you will be much more likely to succeed. I have a real world example of this. 2 years ago, my dad's business, his online presence of his business was not performing as well as we had hoped it would. And the whole digital marketing aspect of his business had kind of fallen into the hands of a marketing company that my deceased brother-in-law had worked with over the years. And he'd had some success. What happened was, after he passed, it kind of fell into limbo with that company. You know, things hadn't been updated, the phone number hadn't been updated, we really hadn't been pushing ads as much. His Google listing for his business totally fell off Google. There was some kind of some postcard fiasco that happened. It was a real nightmare. No one could find his business on Google, so it basically was dead. The business was dead, basically. He was still getting some jobs from word of mouth, but as you know, in this day and age, word of mouth isn't everything it's cracked up to be, because people move, people pass away, that kind of thing. So 2 years ago, I set a goal to completely revamp his online presence for his business. Honestly, since I had that goal in mind, I didn't know how to accomplish that goal. I wasn't a digital marketer by any means, but I had that goal. It was clear in my mind. It was one of my only goals at the time. I had just started working my new day job. I kind of left the world of video, and I just needed something to kind of keep my toes in the whole online video / marketing space. And I thought this was a good opportunity to help my family and learn some things about marketing an online business, and or actually just doing online marketing for a business. I remember, okay, I'm going to focus on this one goal, so when it comes time and when we finally hit the goal, I'm not going to be making excuses because I was trying to do too many things at once. And I think that's what a lot of people get into. They get into the bad habit of saying, okay, I'm going to quit drinking, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to start eating healthy, I'm going to start working out every day. It's like if you try to spread yourself too thin and you just think, well, I'm going to change everything overnight, it's not going to work. You have to have measurable, attainable goals. And if you try to do everything at once, and believe you me, I've been guilty of this myself. If you try to do too many things at once, you are going to fall victim to, you're going to self-victimize by making excuses and having nothing but regret. And I remember specifically telling my dad, I was like, it's not going to be this summer right away. It's not going to be just this year, but next summer. So I started, this would have been summer of 2022, and now it's 2024. So 2023, I was like, yeah, you're going to start seeing more jobs come in 2023, but we're not really going to hit stride till 2024. And here we are. It's going really well. When you start reaching my age, you're going to start seeing how much time you've used effectively versus how much time you just squandered. And if you have goals, no matter how small they are or how attainable they are, it helps you mark the time. You aren't going to be living in your regret. You'll be living in you'll feel like you're making progress. And it'll help you cope with the passage of time a little more, I think. So I'd love to hear your guys' stories about goals that you've set, not making excuses, not living in your regrets, because that's what you're going to have. If you don't make goals, you're just going to live in the regret of the time you've wasted. I'd love to hear all your comments down below about, a time where you worked hard on something and it turned out for the best when you set a goal ahead of time. Thanks so much for watching.